Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Nice?
Holly, thank you. The Noles will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Back to pass on second down. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Booster! Ready, go!
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking long. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it back corner of the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Brown. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Louisville!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Knowles. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the defense will corral the quarterback. And down he goes at midfield.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Oh, he got loose. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. He might want another play. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Cardinals.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll toss it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Louisville has it back in the offense coming out ready to attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. I mean, he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the snap, it's Brown. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. Quickly to the tight end. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires it incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football and take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They they punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hughes. Gets away from one. He's got space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. The give, running right, Brown. Picks up the 1st down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing.
Could be it. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes it past the marker. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Louisville! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give from the gun. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA taking on the USF Bulls. And it's the Roadrunners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Here's Brown to begin the drive. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with this wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking deep. Makes a grab on the right. He's loose. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Crosses the 45. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Can't get him to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there, catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Slithers into space. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And that is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes down and just inches away from being a really good kick.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Quarterback keep, and he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to burn this defensive back. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on.
Oh, he's got space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn every...
Might have a chance. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes the catch. It's Hughes. They make the stop, and the clock